Boeing has taken yet another step in the continued certification of its upcoming long-haul jet, the 777X. The American plane maker says it has officially begun key certification of the braking system for its upcoming 777X. The Federal Aviation Administration, which is overlooking developments with the plane, definitely knows the importance of this milestone as Boeing attempts to get the plane to market on what is only a significantly delayed schedule. The first reports of brake testing emerged in the second week of March, when WH001, or registered as N779XW, arrived in Oklahoma on March 11, 2025, where after touching down, the phase of the plane's performance under braking commenced, with a varied set of conditions required to ensure the plane's safety and reliability. This is ultimately just one of the many tests that is undertaken during a certification process, and while some of them will fly under the radar, no pun intended there, the heightened laser focus on the Boeing 777X means that every little thing is picked up just that bit more. Suppose the Federal Aviation Administration can deem the brakes reliable. Well, in that case, it'll represent another milestone step in the ongoing certification process of what has only become one of the most scrutinized commercial airliners in recent time. And no, of course, I'm not talking about the 737 MAX. I know that was scrutinized for a specific reason. I'm more talking about scrutinized in the sense of getting the plane to actually launch. What is happening with the 777X in 2025, though, off the back of this announcement that brake testing is taking place? Well, it does remain very hard to believe that this plane was announced some 12 years ago and is still uncertified today in March 2025, with not a single passenger flight or delivery taking place between now and then. Boeing's woes have certainly driven most of the reasoning behind the delayed certification, but this can simply not be deemed the only catalyst. Other external circumstances such as GE9X woes and even a global pandemic have affected the progress of the 777X since birth. Boeing initially targeted a debut in 2020 but was not able to reach that date, and now it hopes to deliver its first jet in 2026, with this the most recent confirmed delay from the American manufacturer. Unfortunately, though, as 2025 has progressed, more airline customers are expecting to take on the 777X later. They've been casting their doubts over Boeing's ability to meet a 2026 deadline as certification progresses, but albeit in a slow manner, despite still achieving progress, which is commendable, but at the rate it's doing, some airlines just don't feel that Boeing's going to meet their timeframe outlined. And remember, while totally not confirmed, it wouldn't be abnormal for another delay to happen. This pretty much comes with any new commercial airliner, whether on Boeing's part or Airbus's part. But as I stated really at the beginning of this video, every development is heightened on the 777X. I certainly play a part, and many others do, on really laser focusing in on the 777X. That is just because the goalposts have shifted on so many occasions. Emirates, one of the largest customers for this upcoming widebody, believes they will leave their first unit in early to mid 2027, and this has been deemed a best case scenario. They're preparing for first delivery to maybe even be pushed back to 2028 in what would be considered a worst case scenario for the Dubai-based company, which expects the 777X to play a crucial role in its business for many decades to come. Of course, you could see that Emirates is maybe being a little bit dramatic, but so far have they necessarily been wrong? No, not really. So you've got to take what they're saying and see how other airlines react. More and more have been expressing their doubts, so it is certainly a watch this space. But focusing on the positive news, and that is Boeing is taking another step in the certification of its jet, focusing in on the brakes. And while there are other things that still need to be ticked off, with each thing ticked off, it inches closer to that formal certification they are so desperately seeking. The one thing they need to avoid is a new issue emerging during one of these testing phases that forces, say, flight tests to suspend and a massive rework of a system that will absolutely push out the certification date. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Thanks for watching, take care, be safe, and I'll see you tomorrow for your next industry recap.
And we'll fly.